Welcome back to the third and final part of this stress management module. If you haven't done so already, flick back to video 2 and take a moment to analyse your specific relationship with stress. It'll help you understand how the techniques in this video can work best for you. So let's begin by acknowledging that there's not one foolproof way to manage your stress. One method or technique that may work for a friend might not work for you. So you need to try out a few different methods to see which one fits best with your lifestyle and your comfort level. So let's get started and explore some ways that you can get your stress under control. Technique 1. In part 2 of this module, we explored the importance of identifying the source of your stress. On a piece of paper, jot down some of the things that you think are causing you stress. And once you've done that, take a moment to consider, are these things in your control or out of your control? If it's a particular situation that's causing you stress, can you avoid that situation or limit your exposure to it? If it's a particular person that's causing you stress, can you avoid them or can you discuss your concerns with them? Learning to say no is a key strategy to avoiding your stresses. Technique 2. A technique used by a very high percentage of successful individuals who deal with stress is getting physical. You're actually more likely to be susceptible to stress if you aren't engaging in regular exercise or physical activity. Ideally, you want to do at least 30 minutes or more of exercise per day to get the maximum benefits. But starting with simple activities like going for a small walk or a jog or even dancing around to music can get the ball rolling. If you're likely to experience a flight response, exercise is a great way of stimulating your nervous system to counteract stress. Technique 3. Embrace meditation techniques like yoga, tai chi, or breathing exercises. These techniques are particularly useful if you experience a fight response to stress. Deep breathing in particular is a key technique that you can try anywhere without any preparation. Another technique that you can apply at any time of the day is mindfulness meditation. With this, you focus on the right here and the right now. Simply focus on each thought, movement, and event around you in that moment. And check out our resources section for more details on how you can apply these relaxation techniques to manage your stress. Technique 4. Socializing. Spending time with friends and family and people that you trust and love will quickly help you de-stress. Ideally, you'd want to spend time with them face-to-face instead of over social media. But it doesn't have to be just for a deep or meaningful chat. You can even just go for a walk together or even go to the movies. Having a support network filled with people that you trust can help ease your burdens and provide a reassuring ear for when things get difficult. Technique 5. Pursue a healthy lifestyle. This includes eating nutritious foods and avoiding or limiting caffeine, alcohol, drugs, or processed sugars. The temporary stimulation of caffeine and sugars and the escapism of alcohol and drugs will only mask the deeper problems relating to your stress and prevent you from effectively addressing them. It's also crucial to have enough sleep in a regular cycle. Technique 6. Pay attention to your self-talk. Sometimes you might hear your inner voice repeating negative thoughts that escalate your fears and doubts. If you hear yourself saying things like, "This is too much," or "I can't do it, I'm so tired," try and actively replace those thoughts with positive ones. You can tell yourself to calm down, now breathe. It'll be okay, just take things one step at a time. It can feel a bit odd at the start, but really taking the time to identify the thoughts that might be causing you stress is a great step in the right direction. Technique 7. Keep a stress diary. Similar to paying attention to your self-talk, keeping a stress diary is a really explicit way of identifying and managing your stress. One advantage of this method is that you can look back and see if there was any patterns of what caused you stress and how you were able to deal with that. You can write down what triggered the stress, what you did to address it, and how effective that was in managing the stress. You may even want to apply a score to the stress so you can see how much impact that had on you and compare with previous instances. And our 8th and final technique is to create a toolbox of de-stress techniques. One technique might not be practical for you all the time, so you're going to need to apply different techniques to different types of stresses. So we suggest that you make a toolbox of your preferred stress management techniques. You can actually see some examples of stress management toolkits and templates in our resources section. Aim to have some techniques that you can set aside to do, and some that you can do instantaneously without any preparation. So to wrap up this module, it's important to emphasize the need to experiment and determine what techniques work best for you. And just remember, if you are feeling really overwhelmed, it's absolutely okay to talk to someone like your friend, a parent, your GP, or a school counsellor. I'm Katie Brown, and thank you so much for watching.